the Nissan X-Trail. This is the 4th generation version and it is finally here in India. Yes, we've heard of the badge before. The X-Trail has been sold in India before and Nissan has gone through its own little path in the Indian market. But they're back with a bang and they're kicking off their new arc with the X-Trail. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you all about their latest product coming in as a CBU. So stay tuned to find out everything you need to know about the X-Trail. Well, coming down to the design of the 4th generation X-Trail, it is a very striking looking machine. Gone are the crossover looks and they've been replaced by a nice looking SUV. It looks elegant, it looks sophisticated, it's pretty massive in size. So we're talking about it having great on-road presence as well. Up front, the treatment to the lights, the way that they've been divided into 2 sets gives it a nice distinct front look. The large V-shaped grille with the nice chrome inserts, again done subtly and with class, and it gives it a great presence, especially when you see it from head on. Moving on to the side and the side profile, I think for me what takes center stage are those massive 20-inch alloys shod with 255/45 R20 rubber. They look really striking. Nice low profile tires that really bring out that macho elegance that the X-Trail has. There's a great shoulder line as well, which again is done with the great detail and a lot of subtlety, and towards the rear it brings out the haunches just a bit, again adding that sense of sportiness to the vehicle. The roof line is again typical SUV. You've got a little bit of chrome running along the glass house part of it, and you've also got neat roof rails. Towards the rear, I think the treatment to the back has been done really well. Some parts of it almost bring in that link of it being linked to the Nissan Petrol. I like the treatment to the lights, the slightly rounded off look, everything. It brings the package together really well, and the attention to detail, the fit, the finish is something that you're not going to complain about. When it comes to the cabin of the new X-Trail, Nissan has done what the Japanese do best, keeping it understated, elegant and sophisticated all at the same time. So you've got fine use of great materials. The dash has this nice soft touch leather on it. The seats, yes, they're fabric, but they're nice and firm. They hold you in place. They're very comfortable to sit on. It is a 3-row SUV. So the last row, while it is mainly for little kids, it does fold flat. The second row folds down as well. You've got a 60-40 split. So there's a lot of permutations and combinations that you can do with the seating and the space allocation on board to suit your needs. So they've kept all of that in mind to ensure that you've got a cabin that is functional, practical, upmarket and nice. As far as the feature list is concerned, there's a lot on board and I'll get straight into that. So while I have spoken about the space allocation within the Nissan X-Trail and how it has been done in a manner that is brilliant for the first 2 rows, and of course the 3rd row is all about being used in short travel for little kids, or if you do have that sudden need to take more than 5 people on board, you can get them in the back. But for me, this is a 5+2 and not a full-blown 7-seater. Even Nissan is very clear about that fact, that it is a 5+2. And you do get a lot of permutations and combinations in the way that you can fold all the seats in the 3rd row as well as the 2nd row to free up a lot of space as per your liking. But talking about creature comforts and convenience, you've got a nice touchscreen interface. It's got a very good resolution reverse camera. You've got a brilliant wireless charger on board, controls on the steering wheel, and of course it does come with your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as part of it. So it's not overly loud when it comes to having tech screaming at you in your face. Like I said, the X-Trail is all about that subtle elegance, and it even shows in the way that they've done up the interior, the way that the center console looks, all of that. But having said that, it is a very practical vehicle. So there's lots of storage space on board. Like even the fact that you've got those butterfly doors, that open up on the front armrest, so that even people in the rear can reach in should they need to. Otherwise, if you have that flip up one, the rear passengers can never access that space. There's great bottle holders, nice cup holders, a massive glove box. All of that has again been taken care of and well thought through when it comes to the interior of the X-Trail. Last but not the least, you do get the panoramic sunroof, and it's a nice, beautiful roof. It's done really well, and when it's open, you do get that sense of added space and airiness within the cabin. But if you were to ask me what is the real story about the 4th generation Nissan X-Trail, and I will tell you that it's the way it drives. And the story starts with the engine. So it gets a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine, and like I said, you know, it is a small engine, it's a petrol engine, but at the same time it delivers oodles of power. You've got 163 PS of power, 300 Newton meters of torque. It's paired with the CVT, and you've also got paddle shifters. So all in all, you've got a machine that you can drive, you can enjoy. It's actually rather peppy, and that's something that really wins you over, because on paper a 1.5 liter sounds kind of small, but this engine is something else, because it is also the world's first VC turbo engine in a production vehicle. So that makes it rather special. You are getting cutting edge technology under the bonnet, and what this engine does is that it's able to alter the compression ratio. So when you are driving, you've got an actuator that can actually change the stroke length of each piston. So, and that is what is making this vehicle do what it does when it comes to performance. So you're getting brilliant performance. It goes when you press the accelerator, and it gives you exceptional mileage when you're cruising like I am currently. So all in all, you've got a beautiful engine, something that's cutting edge technology, something that is a world first, and it powers the 4th generation X-Trail, and that's what makes this so special. As far as the driving is concerned, I think the ergonomics are great. I feel great behind the wheel. I love my SUVs. So you've got that commanding road presence. You're looking out over the big bonnet. The steering feels great, tightens up really nice at high speeds. The ride quality is exceptional. I think that's something that's a standout feature with Nissan. I remember when I had the Magnite CVT with me back in Kodaikanal, where I was using it for about a month. You know, what impressed me about that also was the fact that it soaked up road undulation so well. So you can only imagine just how great the X-Trail feels. It does a brilliant job in terms of keeping the occupants nice and comfortable, and it is just fantastic. I can see myself doing long road trips in a vehicle like this. Overall though, when it comes to driving the X-Trail, you know, now that I've run you through what the engine's about, the tech on the engine, I've got a video out there which just talks about how this engine functions, because it is a piece of cutting edge technology. So do check that video out too, it's on the channel. But coming back to my review over here, and just being seated and driving the X-Trail, I can tell you that it has a lot going for it. It's comfortable, it's plush, it offers brilliant ride quality, the steering feels great, the steering input is really nice, firms up well at high speeds, and on top of that, you've got the convenience of it being very easy to maneuver. Once you're seated in the driver's seat, it doesn't feel as big as it is. It's something that feels nimble, light, and easy to take around town. So there you have it. That's the lowdown on the X-Trail. The only thing that remains is to know what it's going to cost. Knowing Nissan, I hope they keep it rather aggressive, because they have a great product on their hands, and I feel that it can create a little bit of a disruption in the market. I'm Vikram Gore, you've been watching MOTORSCRIBES, and if you do have any further questions about the X-Trail or want to know more, feel free to drop me a line, write it in the comment section below, and it is my promise and the MOTORSCRIBES promise that I will get back to you.